Hear that? That's not noise. That's momentum. 5 years running on different lines, learning where you lose and gain time. Came close once, learned the cost. Margins thin when the pace is lost. Now I'm back with a clearer view. Same ambition, better tools. Didn't come home to ease the load. This route's direct, this train's in code. When things start moving, they don't ask. You either board or you watch it pass. All aboard the main train, rolling early, rolling again. No delays, no second guess. Once it's moving, it doesn't bend. All aboard the main train, every run pulls the shape of the game. If you're late to react or slow to adjust, you're already chasing the main train. Built a side with a clear focal point. Everything sharp, everything joined. When pressure comes and space gets tight, she sets the tempo, sets the height. And my main leads from the front. Times her runs, keeps it blunt. When the ball turns over up the pitch, she's already moving. That's the switch. Crowd feels the rhythm underneath. This isn't chaos, it's repeatable belief. All aboard the main train, rolling early, rolling again. No delays, no second guess. Once it's moving, it doesn't bend. All aboard the main train, every run pulls the shape of the game. If you're late to react or slow to adjust, you're already chasing the main train. Clock slide, click clap, margin slide, hold the line, mind the gap. We don't stop, we overlap. All aboard the main train, from kickoff straight through added time. Black and yellow, one direction, every movement by design. All aboard the main train, this isn't hype, it's our line. By the time you think contain, we're already gone down the main line.
Hold on, he can just, everyone. Whoa, yay! Right, sorry. There was a horrific start to the stream. Welcome in. Do you like my shirt today? There we go. How's that for a vibe? How's that for a vibe? Freaking Kiwi with laser beams and coming at you, Australia. We're coming at you. We're coming at you. Maybe we'll see how much we get through because we've still got 3 months until the season starts. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Welcome into the Wellington Phoenix Women. Our first stream where we actually know that we've got a new club. I haven't got Spotify open. That was right balls up from me. I was too busy making fake songs. Right, here we go. That'll be fine. Right, okay. Hello. How are we all doing out there today? Hope you're doing well. Oh, I sprinted to do that air conditioning. Oh man, I know I need to do more treadmill in the holidays. I used to run an hour on the treadmill, and now I've guessed when I run I mean, it was last week. I don't know what I'm talking about. It was like 10 years ago. It was like last week. Oh dear, that was a sprint. Okay, Sugar's right. Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome to the Shenix. We're going to keep building this team up before the start of the A-League, the Ninja A-League season today, here on the women's side. So, yeah, hope you're doing well. If you missed yesterday, yeah, some big things happened. In hindsight, was it a good move? Because we've gone from a club with £1 million in the bank to one with minus £1 million in the bank. So, yeah, might not have been the best idea there, but welcome in. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you like the main train song. Just throw something different in there. But yeah, we're going to start doing a bit of a rebuild today here at the Shenix. They did finish 5th last year, so a rebuild might be a bit of a stretch. But, you know, it is what it is. Have I got that loud? Feels like a bit loud. Okay. About there might be nice. Okay, but welcome in everyone. Hope you're doing well. Easy E. Been busy, yeah. I hope this holiday season's treating you well, and it is. Exciting rebuild time. They did finish 5th last year, so it's not actually that bad. Expected to finish 7th. Yeah, so we'd made the move yesterday and sort of just got used to our squad. What I've ended up doing here is pretty much just copying the Manjung things over, but just change the roles up a little bit. We're better off with our wingers not coming back, but this is what we're kind of going to do this year, is my plan. I've also loaded up a Gagan press as well, because that's apparently the best tactical style. I don't really trust that, though, because I've only got one other staff member. I did look for staff off camera. No one wants to come here for the wages we offer. It is pretty mental. So I've added an extra staff advert just for coaches, because we can't get an assistant manager and we can't get a goalkeeping or fitness coach because they don't want to come here. But the squad in general looks pretty nice. A couple of areas I thought we might need to improve, and we're left wing, until I realised that Sparks can actually go out there, and she's proper good at 19, so she'll be good there. And that means that we can give young Cook a run at right wing with quite a bit of potential. So that kind of fixed one problem. I still reckon right back's an issue. Whether we can fix that, I'm not too sure, because we haven't got a lot of money in the recruitment side of things. £210 spare, which is not a lot. And DM was the other one. If we go back to tactic, just the one alongside Wilson. Peckham, promising. Actually quite good as a DLP, but I thought that's probably the area that we need to focus on the most. Yeah, they are. This is the second best league in Asia on the women's side. To be fair, there's only 2 leagues in the game in Asia on the women's side, but it's ranked second. So we've definitely stepped up in terms of competition reputation. There's only one IRL player that's currently at the club that's here. That would be Emma May, and hence why the intro songs. She's good. She can play striker. I'm going to actually use her as a cam, because there's another striker here. As long as we keep her, who's very good. That would be Georgia Doe, wanted by Liverpool. She's on a youth contract, and I tried to enter the contract negotiations earlier. She feels the club lacks the financial muscle to meet her contract demands. So we'll see how long that lasts. But she looks quite good. So we're going to try and play them alongside each other. Yeah, players with 14 key is a big step up, exactly. So I think we've definitely made a good move here in terms of player quality. We did have quite a nice transfer budget at Manjung this season, that's the only thing. And they did just get a takeover, which pains me no end. I don't know if it was a great takeover, but still. We've also got the Shinjo on the bench, who's another quite promising striker herself. So I think main and a cam works quite well because of that. But we're about to make our first signing. That's what I've got up to. I've done a little bit. I've tried to schedule for some friendlies, but we can only play 2 teams. So, yeah, I'm not sure. We'll get there because it's still 69 days away. Like, we're still 3 months out from the season. I don't know if we're going to play any games today. That might be tomorrow. I am planning on streaming at the usual time, maybe a little bit earlier than I usually do on a Wednesday, but there should be a stream tomorrow. From then, it might go back into the sort of normal routine from then. I'm not streaming Thursday. Early warning, people, because that's Christmas Day. And I probably be semi-drunk, and full of food. So yeah, but this was the player that we're going to bring in, Francisca Cayupan. We could delay this because I have got scouting going on a couple of teams in New Zealand. I was checking that out earlier just because I thought that would be a good idea, just going around the teams here. Like, you can click on this list of clubs, and there's not that many women's teams, so I just did a little bit of a get team report on them. On all of those, Auckland United are a very good team. They usually win the IOC Champions League, from what I know. The rest of them are pretty much non-existent, but I was looking at that to try and get staff in, but no one wants to come here. Quite a few men's teams. I don't know why the New Zealand League's not an option, given they've pretty much got everyone there. The rep's a bit of a stretch, I will say. Not sure if Nelson Suburbs, my local, has continental rep. But that's not the point. But we scaled the women's teams, to be fair. I don't think we're going to upgrade on what we've got on our shortlist at the moment. And the other thing I did was check out the national teams. We'll see how that goes. Just add players to the shortlist. I don't think we can get a lot. But yeah, what's happened there? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, off the back of the World Cup, obviously. Yeah, there's a men's World Cup going on as well. I was going to see what the news was happening here in New Zealand. Not a lot apart from that. But yeah, I've done that sort of scouting, and also the Australian national team, because in the A-League, New Zealanders and Australians are quite important. But Francisca Cayupan, I think, just gives us a bit of an upgrade there in deep lying playmaker, and just makes that first team in the weakest apparent area, which is pretty harsh on Peckham, but she's not natural further back. She's a bit of a work on, and young enough to be a work on. This player out of Chile, we've still got, well, we have 2 foreign spots, so this will be one of them. Think worthwhile, young, so we can afford the wage. Just Francisca Cayupan, I think, is what we go for as our first big signing here at the Shenix. So I think we're going to bring her in. I could delay it, but I don't really see the point. We might as well just bring her in, I think. So Francisca Cayupan, a couple of green attributes, which is quite nice in actual areas that we'll use them. Good work rate. So she'll come in. We did our free transfer, so she's going to join us straight away anyway. The transfer window doesn't open until October, but also the registration deadline's in October. So like 3 days after the window opens, according to the rules. Don't quite get that, but yeah, there's some interesting stuff going on here. There's a salary cap. I completely forgot about that with the A-League. Yes, there's a bit of stuff happening here. We're going to try and figure what we didn't figure out yesterday out today, but we're essentially doing something very similar to what we were doing at Manjung. It's kind of, because while it is a wing play style, the media often called it tiki-taka control possession. So I kind of want to try. Apparently, vertical tiki-taka is one of the suggested tactics here, so we may as well just try and do the same instructions, just maybe a couple of different roles. But there's our first actual, might be our only actual signing. Right, that's worrying me already. But yeah, Francisca Cayupan can come in and pretty much go straight in. Peckham, and goes on the bench. Now, who for? That's the big question here, because I just sorted this out. We definitely want Peckham on the bench. It's just, we've got Ralston, or we've got Daniele. Daniele is a bit better, isn't she? But for what role? Because we're going to be DMing alongside that, and she's not the greatest DM. Good aggression, though. Ralston is more of a DM, so we're probably keeping Ralston alongside Peckham on the bench, and Daniele can go into our reserve squad, which is actually quite handy. But yeah, that already makes this look a lot better. I would still like a right back and a left winger, and put a Sparks back at right wing, but I'm just not sure if we can actually afford that. So if that's our team going into this season, depending on the whole Liverpool situation, with Doe, I think we'll be all right. Petrus is out for a little while with an injury, as is Cook with a flu, but by the time we actually get into any games, that'll be fine. I did try and get these people in because they were free agents from the national team. They don't want to come here even on trial. So that is pretty fair. Yeah, they've been playing in big boy leagues, so that's not too much of a surprise. But yeah, I did the whole transfer room and stuff. Nothing's come through yet, so that's been really useful on the women's side so far. And yeah, we're still waiting to get any coaches outside our set piece coach. Also, Manjung drew their first game of the season, so not a great replacement for me there, maybe. Right, we'll attend the press conference because no one else is here to do it for me yet. Quality player, massive contribution. How pivotal. Hopefully she's a match winner. How do you expect? It lifts everyone's spirits. Carla Wilson. I don't know my players well yet. They're both able to shine. How do you plan to get the most? We know what she does. Not going to promise anything there, and we're good, right? But it's a really good youth system here, EZE. That's one thing I've already noticed with the players that are coming through. There's quite a few are on like. If we go to contracts, you'll see like a lot of just youth contracts just because the club is so in the crap financially. So yeah, that is, I mean, it's definitely a concern. There is one player I'd like to sell. I just don't know if she's worth a foreign spot. So if we can get rid of her, that'll potentially allow us to sign someone else, but we'll be a little bit light there as a backup left back. Yeah, it does. Like, because even the one that's wanted by Liverpool is on a youth contract. So it's not great. Not great, that. Financially, would have made a heck of a lot more sense to stay at Manjung. Yeah. We'll send you home. You're someone else I'm actually trying to let go of. That's actually one player that we can sell on a proper contract. So there's two players we're trying to get rid of. I think they've both just signed new contracts. Trying to loan list them as well, because obviously getting them off the wage bill, that's as good as a sale for us, because we've only got like 5% of transfer revenue retained, which to be fair is not a lot less than what we had at Manjung. It makes a lot more sense here with the finances. Yeah, let me check out if we do still have players coming in here. Just keeping our database of women's footballers up at the moment too, because obviously a bunch of men on our shortlist, and we've been getting through this ASAP's been quite important just to give us options. Handy wingback. Handy wingback could be a potential option if we can offload the French woman. But yeah, I was hoping that one of the better Ninja A-League clubs might come after us properly, but they didn't really. We had to kind of make a call. And in the chat yesterday, we're loving the Phoenix vibe. So we're here in my home nation on the women's side. It's a good team, so I think we'll be all right. They're expected to finish mid-table. No danger about that. We can't. There's what Manjung did in their first game. Should we check out what team they played? Yeah, Federline, Zulpikar, they're staying COL still. They've brought in a guy called Koulibaly. Two up top, so they're going with the 4-2-2-2 now. Manjung dominated the game, but just couldn't win. That sounds familiar. Interesting. Anyway, drawing with Perak's not a great start, to be fair, for those guys. Because they are supposed to now be the third best team by a fair distance. Like right in that gap between the top two and Selangor and JDT. And yeah, pretty clear of the rest, even the likes of Terengganu, so it's not a great start for them. But yeah, now our recruitment, so now we're slightly over. It's probably not going to work, but we might as well try it. If I'm going to talk to the board, coach wages, please. Thank you, because I need that, because we just can't get anyone in at the moment. We're getting the reserve staff and fine because someone else is doing that. To the point where I might even be better off just leaving someone else to do the coach recruitment. We'll see how we go on this, because I did do a little trick of, I was only advertising for some other stuff yesterday, like the specific roles. Now I'm just looking for coaches in general, because we just can't do stuff all. Right, discuss with the board. Can we please increase the coach wages? Yeah. That's probably fair, Craig, as much as I hate to admit that. Now, did that get any... No. Apparently no players from that team are good enough. But we're not actually kicking off till early November, so we still have a bit of time here. But with our budgets, I don't know how much we can actually do. We might be burning through this next couple of months quite quickly. I'm also not sure how long we're going to go for today. It's pretty much until the wife gets home, is what I was told, so that'll do. Maybe 2 hours, just over, hopefully, but yeah. Didn't realise when she's not working and she's around the house as often as she is at the moment, how early she eats food compared to me. So that's throwing me off a bit. So by the time I actually start cooking the food, jeepers, she wants it early. There's no response to the Phoenix Assistant advert still. We just cannot get an ass man in here on the women's side. Yeah, I mean, that is quite true, isn't it? But we should be fine tomorrow, because that's my scheduled streaming date. So tomorrow is going to be fine. Just these little extra ones, which in all honesty are actually proving quite handy with the switch of our club. Because it's going to feel like we're not quite getting held up as much as we otherwise would be. With the bit of a delay in when the season started. It's quite a short season with only 11 teams and whatnot. Yeah, that's probably fair. Angel, now you're in the B team, but yeah, I would like to get rid of you. I really would like. Actually, who wants her? Perf, please buy her. I mean, oh, no, Angel, tell you that right now. Angel, come on, where's your agent? Do you have an agent? No, of course not. Definitely not triggering your extension calls. I mean, we get none of the money, so. Oh, what's happened to our scouting? Oh no, no. That was where I was going to get my spear wage from. Oh dear. Yeah, unspecified. Just give me the wage. Am I never? It must be those team reports I'm doing. Darn it! Maybe I should have held off on those. Thought scouting New Zealand wouldn't be so bad. Okay, there's already a couple of players here on our shortlist who will not be very good. We're finding out. Because those are the players from the New Zealand youth teams, so that's why they're on there. Okay. Sneaky options down here who are quite good? Not really. Okay. I mean, I say it like it's not going to matter, is it? We've got no budget. Someone like that could be just handy as an extra, but I mean, yeah, no, not really. Anyway, let's just continue a bit more. And try and, I mean, I might just get, yeah, can we offer you a contract, please? Yes. End of contract. I probably want to tie you down immediately, if possible. Oh boy. Yeah, this is going to be tough here. I mean, if you want to be a scholarship player, I can't give you that much. Okay, so that's not going to work. Can't even keep our players. Goodness me, we need to... Okay, let's try and get some... So if I go to responsibilities here, staff would be... transfers? Staff responsibilities probably, isn't it? So if I delegate that, that might help me just currently to get some people in. We'll try that just to get some staff through the door because we currently can't. So we'll try and actually see if the technical director, Doff, whoever it was there, that because we did pick up some staff yesterday. We just need to get some people in here to hopefully give us a better idea about what we should be doing tactically and all that other stuff. Southern, no one that good there. Is there Zara Prattley? 13 finishing ain't bad, but yeah, there's a reason they're playing down there, isn't there? We can praise training, so we'll get on that nice and early, because the team morale, cohesion-y stuff here is not too great. We have got them all on their rolls for the season coming up, apart from the new signings. We should do that. So we should, yeah, we'll get on to the first team. Training position, should probably already doing it, but just in case, you're on the DLP. But yeah, I tell you what, Emma Main, as much as I like, good player, 1k a week is starting to look a little bit interesting on her, isn't it? Compared to the rest of the squad. It's really looking like an interesting call from the club. But it expires, it's 2 seasons away. What do we do about that? That's quite a bit of money for one player. That's like 4 players we could bring in. What are we looking like on the shortlist? I can't believe I might be about to do this. I literally, just before stream, made songs about the freaking main train. We might be about to bin it off. Like, she's just signed a new contract, so it wouldn't be this window anyway, I don't think. Tell you what, why I wish the club kept some of these sort of players. A bit of Macy Fraser, a bit of Alyssa Winham, but they're over in Europe now, left on freeze, so it's kind of made us. Even Millie Clegg, I don't think she was here for long. I think she ended up at, yeah, Western Sydney after being here. But yeah, some good players that left for nothing, which I think is how things work in the Women's League. Unfortunately, yeah, we can't really do a lot, I don't think, anyway, with the whole. But 1k a week is a lot for one player. That's a lot for one player. Better deliver. Otherwise, going to next season, we might have to try and sort stuff out that way, maybe. We do next after the Shenix. I mean, we've only just joined, so goodness knows, but probably a club in the same league that we can win a Champions League with, I'd say, because that's the one thing we can't do here, because we're a New Zealand club. It's just like the men's side of things. You can't win Asian titles here, because we're in Oceania, technically. So I found out yesterday the league winner, or the winner of the finals, because there's also finals here, so you just have to finish in the top so much and then go into the final series. I just found out yesterday. I know there's finals here. It was more the Champions League I was referring to, but the winner goes into the Champions League in Asia, and it's a pretty brisk sort of Champions League format too. So I suppose that would be what would happen after that, or we just see what if clubs come after us, because we are now we've got that coaching badge that we're studying for that Manjung gave us. I suppose the one other concern is that we're unlikely to build on that here unless we take the responsibility ourselves to say when people should be doing that, but that's financially the club ain't going to go for that. I'm also not too sure about the prize money. That could hold us back for a long time on that if we're stuck here, but hopefully we won't be for too long. On the women's side, it tends to be a little bit less of the sort of stuff where oh, thank you for the follow, Debodster. For some reason my activity feed's not working, the one I usually use. Maybe I'll try and bring up a different one. There we go, that one works. Okay, we'll put this, oh geez, how's this going to fit somewhere? You have to be over there. Yep, that'll work. Okay, thank you for the follow, Debodster, though. Greatly appreciate it, man. I'm not sure why that's not popped up on that side either. And if I do that's how I'm going to keep an eye on stream today. But yeah, I'll have to see where we go after this, just because of the whole, you have to play it by ear. Just see what happens. Okay, it's an Australian, very handy because counts as local on the scouting, which we probably shouldn't be doing. Cook's back, awesome. Let's get you straight back into training then, because you're our starting right winger. Currently, under 20 World Cup, we've got 8 players going to that. Surprisingly, I don't think any of them are really in our first team 11. But yeah. So the OFC does it. You just can't get there through with the Phoenix because they don't play in an Oceania comp. So the club that's currently holding it is one called Auckland United, which is the level. It plays in the New Zealand League. We play in the Australian League. It's quite confusing. I have explained it on stream before because it happens on the men's side as well. But essentially, the A-League clubs can't qualify for the Oceania or the Asian Champions Leagues. They can't qualify for any Champions Leagues. The New Zealand-based A-League clubs. At least, yeah, in game, it's changing shortly in real life, kind of, because there's an OFC Pro League starting, but Wellington didn't actually get accepted into that. It was just Auckland FC, but it's a very complex situation. Do that as well. There we go. Sorry, just sorting out my stream today, seeing as yeah, my other activity feed's just not working for whatever reason. Another illness. I mean, I suppose we'd rather get these done now than, you know, when we're actually playing games. 2-week gap then for you. But yeah, like the squad's quite good, I reckon. Walked into a not a bad squad. If Liverpool come in for Doe, we're cooked because she's, I don't think, even on a wage. Might have to juggle around them, but we'll see. Now, what does anyone want you, Vanderlaan or Vanderlaan? Need. What about transfer room out? Is that going to work? Oh, it might. She is. What is she? Still getting to know my player striker. Easy. Right, transfer room out. Someone take Vanderlaan, please. Filter striker. Bosh. Nope. Okay. No. Mate, there's a couple of these clubs are just way too good. No. Okay. Chiba, that job. Who got that job? National. Okay. I don't think we would have got that one, even if we didn't stick to the next. So yeah, because that was one that we applied for. Western Sydney was the other one, but maybe could have actually got that one. Pro license, probably not. Right, let's continue. Can I schedule a couple? I want to do more friendlies, but there's not many teams. So I'm not sure what we can do, like when we get a bit closer to the season. We've done our 2 weeks prior. We want to try and do a bit more like there, but I mean, we can play the reserves, so I suppose we might as well schedule that. Yeah, me too. Like considering the balls ache around the A-League and the teams like that. It makes no sense because they can't qualify for the whole Club World Cup. It's yeah, doesn't make a lot of sense. But yeah, that I was a bit surprised as well. But I guess they want to be able to play games over in Australia and get the income. Does it say how much income? Oh, that's not a great idea, is it? Let's just try and run the gauntlet again if we can with these teams and get ready for the season. October, yes, let's get a few games in September too, because we're in. Yeah, we'll just get on top of that, hopefully. Yes, they accept. Awesome. Yeah, we can't play many teams. It also allows us to maybe to play off our tactic and see what works in 3-week blocks. Oh, have I done Waterside twice? Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Oh well. It'll be fine. Just get some fitness into the girls before we start things off. So that means we've got about a month until our first friendly. 5 before the season starts. Probably do more, couldn't we? So we better start playing Wellington United occasionally. And another next game. Sorry, I should have done this earlier, but I was a bit worried about the whole lack of potential opposition. So there'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we can get one more in. It's probably a good amount. Start of September. And we'll do Welly again just because we've kind of stuffed up the nice organised thing I had there. So 7th is where we're predicted to finish. Actually, that might have changed with the signing. No, 7th. So we are in 7th. So not actually supposed to be qualifying for the finals. It's top 6. And I think the expectation here is to reach the final series. So we need to finish top 6. Big Tra, thank you for coming in. Welcome in from, hope you're doing well in Germany. Hope it's going well if you're over there. Enjoy making your way through the cold Christmas, okay? A little bit different down here. I love how I've got to try and repair the club's financial damage. Just be, so this season is the finals, and then it's just be competitive. So it seems like this season, they're expecting the most from me, which is interesting. We're about to be, is this going to be one where we get worse as we go? Yeah, top 6, that's hence why, oh, I see my face cam's in the way, but yeah, it's the little bars there. If we check the rules on this league, yeah, there we go, it's a bit clearer. Is there any financial stuff here? I'm going to have to find the final series, aren't I? To see, money. Anything about money? I can't see money. Awesome. Grand final. Financially might have been better off at Manjung. When I say might, definitely. But hey, we can crash at old mate's place over in Wellington instead of having to pay for accommodation in Manjung. So we're probably earning a bigger wage. We'll justify it that way. Is Canberra and I coming to the A-League next year, or is that a rumour? I wouldn't bank on it, but they were supposed to be coming in the same year as Auckland. But they've been having issues of all sorts over there, so I'm not 100% sure. Let me see if I can find something, actually. While I've got the doodah, while we wait for... Because let's be honest, it's going to be a pretty chill stream today. Kimberly and I, men. I want to type in, not the because we're getting a bunch of women's news. Yeah, I can't see anything recent. So I haven't seen anything. I'll do a quick Twitter check, but I mean, they're supposed to be in there now. I'm just not too sure what's happening with them. So probably not the right person to be asking. Canberra United. Anything on Twitter? Latest? Men. So we'll just go through this. No, still not getting coaches. No one wants Angel. Why not? Perth. Perth, please. Targets. Perth. There we go. Oh, I like that. Is that new? Don't mind that. Yeah. Offer to Perth. Please take her. She doesn't have any potential. Please take her for money. We need money. Yeah, I don't. Typing in men has not helped me there on Twitter. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with Canberra, to be honest. Not great look. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we won't offer a contract there because you're not that great. Now let's keep an eye on the player recs because we need to build out the database by a shortlist here. Even if we can't really sign anyone else now, we'll sign one player. We still have one foreign spot, but you know, money be a thing. Listed, I mean, not a lot of money for a decent goalkeeper, but you know, if I say not a lot of money, it's hard to know without having gone for a season properly here in women's football and seeing how things work. I think I saw though it was 12k that the Phoenix had last season as a transfer budget, so it get a bit of money most years. Which would be quite nice. Know about that one. And you know, relegation as well, so there's a bit of a safety net there, but we are expected to be in that final series. So as long as we qualify for that, we've done our job in terms of that. And to be fair, I don't know if the club's got the finances to fire us. So we might be quite safe anyway, in a weird way. Yeah, because if they've got minus £1,000, I really don't know if they can afford to fire us. Actually, to be fair, I'm quite surprised they paid 20k to Munjung for us with that financial situation. But yeah, that's what they did. Okay, training's starting to improve. Get that morale up. The cohesion's not great. Lally, I really want you to leave. So I will criticise the ever-living heck out of you. Please get upset at me. Kind of annoyed they assigned you to a new contract before I came. Because could have got an extra foreigner in for you who actually is useful. But there we go. Right, how are the dynamics looking? Yeah, cohesion's not great. The atmosphere's actually not too bad. Just the cohesion. Also, why is Maine not the captain? Carla Wilson. Leadership? 9 leadership. Yeah, what? Right, we're going to need to change that. Get it on the main train. Despite the fact that it's looking like the player that we should probably sell to fix the club finances. On the 1k a week, about 4 times as much as any other player. But just signed a new contract before we got here, so yeah, we could legitimately sign 4 players for what she's on, but the squad's not too bad. it's just not that urgent to absolute upheaval. Could be very interesting next season though. Do you support any European club? Liverpool, from my father. So Liverpool, Real Oviedo, because I watched a ton of Spencer FC when I was growing up. Soft spot for Dortmund, like how they operate. In Germany, yeah, I don't really have a French club or an Italian club. You have a Series E. I tell you what, snap, because yeah, exactly the same. Yep, same. I think. Yeah, I can't remember if it was 2012 or it was a little bit later, because I've done a couple, but I also did the exact same thing. I got right hooked in there with the Spencer FC back in the day, the FIFA career mode and all that sort of stuff he did on Real Oviedo and the trips there. Yeah. Oh, I bought one for you and your brother. Yeah. Nah, I was well and truly on that. So yeah, it's quite cool to see them. I was going to say, you're being competitive, I think, Sphere in La Liga this season. They're not the worst La Liga team. Like, I think they're still above Levante. They're taking some points off some quite handy teams. The Sands of their roster's mental, eh? They've signed all the journeymen. It's quite mad. Like, Den Donker's there, I think. Rondon? I remember for a couple of weeks before the start of the season, like, there was a week and I was waking up every day and I'm like, am I in 2015 or something? Yeah, Santi Cazorla, of course, he got the goal to get him up to La Liga. But yeah, there's some hilarious players on that team. Benny, hope you're doing well. Yeah, Robson, Den Donker, it's a mental roster at Real Oviedo. Actually, could be quite a fun one, actually. Maybe I should do a YouTube video trying to keep them up. I'm still in the process of sorting out my a YouTube video for rebuilding Ten Hag, but it's a hassle making YouTube videos on this year's game, I've got to be honest, even with the updates. I'm very glad I said I was going to start streaming before this year's game came out, because that's proven to be a little bit of a stroke of genius with some of the issues. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was gonna do in March. When the update comes out for the World Cup, I was gonna transition to that, but we're not exactly burning through coaching badges in this save, so you might be doing it for a bit longer than I think here, the Journeyman. But we'll see how we go. We'll do this one until we feel like we, have exhausted it. And yeah, then we'll see how things go. But yeah, maybe a YouTube option for the Real Oviedo could be a bit of fun. If we can find the time. How you doing, Benny? Well, welcome into the Wellington Shenix, by the way. Don't know if you've popped after we raided yesterday. Don't know if you've seen what we've got to work with here. We're £1 million in debt, so that's great. I've gone from a club that we build up from debt to one that we are back in debt and even worse, and a lot worse because it's women's football. I really don't know if the finances are great. Hey, wait, hold on. We've got a freaking coaching badge. Let's go. Give me the goal. Finally, 5 years into our career, we've got a coaching badge. Thank you, Manjung. Thank you for that. Before I left you, maybe I should have tried to delay that even more. The move here to Wellington, we might have been able to get another one before we left, because I don't think we're getting any more now that we're here. We can ask, but I don't think they're going to give it to us. Done that twice in TLS, 250 at Gimpo. Oh my lord. Yeah, that's good effort. I mean, yeah, there's one big issue, because I'm pretty sure with those two teams you can actually qualify for Champions League. You can't do that here because we're a New Zealand team in an Australian competition, so you can't get Champions League money. And I don't know if it's even that good on the women's side. Now, why is we delegated the staff to a fellow member, to try and actually get that going, but it hasn't worked yet. Where is it? Hiring. Yeah, I told Jared to do that. Hasn't worked yet. Maybe I need to cancel the advertisement. No, because that's not allowed. There's a team called Auckland United who usually do that because they usually win the New Zealand League. So we can't get extra money outside the A-League. It's our only competition. Unless there's a cup that we have. But we need to qualify for the finals, which is top 6. We're supposed to finish 7th. I've signed, yes. It's the same with Wellington and, well, it has been the same in the men's A-League, but now there's the OFC Pro League. Wellington didn't get into it because they chose South Island over them. Auckland FC did. So Auckland can now qualify for a Champions, like win a Champions League sort of thing and go to a Club World Cup. Wellington can't. So Wellington are just the black sheep of New Zealand. Newcastle are fine. Newcastle can definitely qualify because they're in Australia and they can go through Asia. But just Wellington on the women's side. And yeah, I suppose the men's side too, actually, now that I think about it. Of course, in FM, they haven't caught up to that whole that thing. Right, how are we looking now with our badge? Look at that sexy badge. Can we... This is not going to go well, but we'll ask. I should have left that to me. Yeah, Newcastle's Aussie. They're near Sydney. The other New Zealand team is on the men's side. That is Auckland. And they don't have a women's team yet. Yes, it's not great. From experience, I mean, yeah. It was quite the event when both teams won on the weekend. Like, the women bet Sydney 7-0. And then the men bet, Central Coast, which isn't much of an achievement this year. But, yeah. I mean, both teams won this past weekend. That was scenes. Had a really good year a couple of years ago, the men's Phoenix. But then they sold all their good players during the off-season. So they haven't really recovered from that. That was when the likes of Alex Paulson were, board meeting. Please. I mean, I had this a lot at Manjung, so I'm not getting my hopes up here. Yeah, I know how this is going to go. Yeah, we are going to be stuck on that C license for a while. We are going to be stuck on that C license for a very long time unless we impress hearing an Aussie club comes after us. What? Was this the best move? I'm not sure. I'd say I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it wasn't, but hey. We probably should have waited for a club with not insecure finances. I didn't realise just how insecure those finances were. How do you reckon the Kiwis will do at the World Cup? I'm hopeful we'll pick up a W against one of the teams, because I think we're capable of getting a result against Egypt and Iran. We can beat one of them. That'd be awesome, because we've never won a World Cup game. Belgium going to be interesting. If we're at our best, we could could always do what we did the last time we were at a World Cup and just draw everyone. I don't know if that's going to be enough to go through, so hopefully we can sneak through on 4 points. But I think we're capable of doing a solid, being a nuisance, and maybe finishing third in our group, and hopefully we do beat one of Egypt and Iran and draw the other. It's going to be highly dependent on if we can actually score goals. That's been a bit of an issue with the men's national team for quite a while now, even when Chris Wood starts. So that's going to be our issue, is scoring goals. We've got some pretty decent defenders coming through, like Finn Sermon in the MLS is very handy. Formerly of the Phoenix, that year when they were good. Yeah, just finishing in the New Zealand national team ain't great. Do you think Oz has a chance to top their group? I reckon most. Yes, because they're a good tournament team, Australia. But America on home soil probably might edge them. It's quite an even group, that one. From memory. It's been a couple of weeks since I looked at the World Cup groups, but yes. Oh, what? How was that not centered? Yes, so we applied for this back when we were at Manjung. That's how long they've taken. This would be the biggest heel turn in history. I'm going to stop the advert. It might also be really smart, because look at that. I can't believe that they still think we want to. No, this is the women's team. So this would be jumping from a female A-League club to another female A-League club before we've even managed a game. This would be like if Eric Ten Hag, we'd be worse than Eric Ten Hag at Bayer Leverkusen if we did this. But me oh my, the finances here are just atrocious. This is surprisingly actually. We can attend. We can attend it. Samantha, I'm glad you give me the chance. This would be hilarious. All right. Some people may be concerned at your lack of experience. I mean, I have worked here before. Just, no, I'm extremely keen. Yes, I've been built. This would be insane, but admittedly, you can't check other clubs' finances before you join them on FM now. So, you know, you've not been long at your current club. Why are you looking? I applied for your club's job while I was at my old club. It's not my fault you took so long to get back to me. Every job has unique circumstances. I lack support from the squad of my current club. I've been here like a month and a bit, and we haven't played any games. I can't say the results have been impressive. Things weren't as bad. I don't think we're getting this because it doesn't make sense. Yeah, no, I don't. I don't follow football a lot, to be honest, Benny, but I do know the name. I wasn't enjoying myself on each occasion. I'm considering my options. Am I actually still up for a couple of... I'll copy paste. When parcels... We'll get through this interview. Why have you struggled to maintain a strong financial footing in my current job? I've been here a month and a half. I think I've handled finances fairly well. The club be looking for a capable candidate performing to competition expectations. My record speaks for itself. Oh, well, I will check that shortly. You're potentially replacing someone who did not enjoy a yes, that's fine. I've had a good relationship. I currently have a good track record of spending considerable time in a job. Oh, can I? They'll give us a coaching badge. Oh, this is very tempting. Right. So when Parcell stepped down as head coach after 99 season, he had rearranged with team management to have Belichick succeed him. However, Belichick was the Jets head coach for only 1 day. Actually makes sense on the season previews quietly, this move too. On January 4, 2000, when Belichick was introduced as head coach to the media, the day after his hiring was publicised, he turned into a surprise resignation announcement. Before taking the podium, Belichick scrawled a resignation note on a napkin that read in its entirety, "I resign as head coach of the Jets." He then delivered a half-hour speech explaining his resignation to the assembled press corps. Soon after this bizarre turn of events, Belichick was introduced as the Patriots' full-time head coach, succeeding the recently fired Pete Carroll. That does seem like a very Patriot move. Okay, we might. Are we about to do that? Wouldn't be considering this. I am not. I mean, I could be. I mean, they're going to give me a coaching badge. I'm not going to get a coaching badge here either, because I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can sort out the finances that much in women's football. And it's not my fault that they've taken so long to get back to me. I applied for that Newcastle job before I applied for the Phoenix job. So that was back at Manjung. Like, I applied for that job like a good 3 months ago. It could actually be a coup for the Phoenix that they'll get money for me instead of Manjung. Am I that evil if Wellington actually benefits from me moving on? They might make a profit. Why is my face cam like that today? It's not normally that bad. There's a lot of American football chat happening. Both went on to win Super Bowl, to be fair. Carroll went to USC and won 2 national championships, then Seattle, and won the Super Bowl. Yeah, Belichick, probably a more prestigious record. DeBodster. Okay, well, when we can, next time. Fair enough. I should have given the ball to Marshawn Lynch game when Malcolm Butler intercepted the ball at 1 yard line. Carroll was the coach of the Seahawks and Bill the Patriots. All right. Kylie Flanagan. Right. Let's see anything interesting popped up in the inbox. No. Oh, is this gonna? Kylie Flanagan. Okay, let's have a look at. You reckon Newcastle? Kylie. Okay, no, that doesn't work how I want it to work. I cannot find Kylie Flanagan. Sorry to Bodster. I might refund you on that one if I can. Can I do that? I know how I can do that. Hold on. I should know how I can do that. How do I do that? Can I refund that? I'll try and work on that in the background. But sorry about that, DeBodster. I can't find that through the search bar or through this. I'll try and search Flanagan. Kevin Flanagan. Kylie Flan. See all results. Look at this. Oh, you're all good, man. I'm trying to sort out a player redemption lookup at the moment. That's what I'm trying to do. I can't find it. Right, I'll use my phone to figure out how I refund. How I return usual points. Sorry about that, the bodster. But yeah, you guys are all good. I mean, I wouldn't even consider it. That coaching badge is really making me think about it now. And the fact that they've actually, you know, got money, because their money was okay or secure. And to be honest, if they actually offered me that job about the same time as Wellington, you know, just, oh my lord. What is happening? Right. This is hilarious. What the fuck? Sorry, I've sworn there, but seriously, what the actual fuck? Oh my god, I don't forget. Oh, if a New Zealander comes in my chat, I'll just get obliterated. So, Newcastle. I mean, is that squad really better than ours? Now, I'm just looking at the squad. Is that, oh wait, we're looking at the reserve team, that's why. Okay. Okay, yeah, they got a pretty good goalkeeper, foreign player, listed, really? Really? Are you sure? She looks quite good attribute-wise. There's the left winger. Alabu Cannon. I mean, yeah, okay, so the squad might actually be quite decent. I'll work out my citizenship revoked. It's going to be a very interesting thumbnail. When I put that online tomorrow, people are going to go, hold on, what? Like, it'd be so... I mean, they are supposed to be a better team, despite the one signing we've made. And let's be honest, we're not going to make any more signings here because we've got no money. So they're supposed to be better, according to the season preview. We can actually, if we win a title, play Champions League football. And they're going to give us coaching badge. So everything in my mind here is telling me this is actually probably quite a good move. If I check out the situation on the managerial vacancy screen, I can't believe they've even come after me. They've got okay finances. By the way, Perth haven't got back to us from our interview yet. This could get even weirder. They've got okay finances. I don't know what that really means because we can't check on the club page. Can we? Facilities, no. If we can, I really should have done that before I joined the Knicks. About? No, you can't really check finances anymore, can you? Right. Let's oh, this is gonna be, let's do a poll. This is hilarious. I'm just gonna put which club. This is mental. Wellington or Newcastle. I won't put Perth on there yet, but goodness me, that could be funny. I'll give you 2 minutes to vote here. On Twitch, by the way. If you're on YouTube, leave a comment, and I'll count that as a vote. This is mental. Why have they taken so long to get back to me here? Right, and while I'm doing that, how to refund point redemption. Yes, on Twitch. How do we do that? Broad skew, create a dashboard. Right, where's my create a dashboard? Sorry, I'll just do this while you guys can vote. Rewards. Is this gonna... No, that's not what I'm looking for. All that precious time. Right, how do I do this? Right. Ah, I see now. Okay. Manage rewards. Okay, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Right, hopefully you guys are voting while I'm figuring out this. There it is. Right. Okay, how do I... Oh, wow. I've just seen what happened in the background. Oh my God, we're seriously doing this. Right. I've got to change shirt. I can't wear a Kiwi shirt after this. Yeah, can I do this? Ah, there we go. Yes, there. Okay, cool. DeBold's there. Show of your points back now. Sorry that took so long. Right. Poll results. 3-0. Oh, let me bring this up on stream. It's 3-0. But to who, Jeff? Well. Yeah, sorry about that, DeBodster. You got your points back though. Well. Hope you didn't get too connected to the Shenix. I've done one thumbnail with them. I'm going to have to go back to blue and red like at Munjung because I tell you, we're going to get some good content with A-League memes here because he's a Newcastle fan. Yeah. Can we change our name to Shaun Belichick before we do this? Edit manager, miscellaneous. I mean, no, don't do that. I mean, look, Wellington are getting 4K from this entire ordeal. They've made a 4K profit, which isn't a lot, but they are making a profit. So we are actually helping out the club here. So, you know, given that, I think we've done our part here at Wellington to help the club. We've made one signing and made the money. So, cheers, Wellington. Thank you very much. How much are we on here at Wellington, actually? 210, but they've got to give us more than 210. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got a wage rise as well. Can't believe I'm doing this. Thank you for the cheer, Easy E. This is that's evil. Oh, you guys are a bad influence on me. How am I going to explain this on Twitter later? Just wasted their time. Oh. Oh, they're over the wage budget. Yikes. Okay, welcome to Newcastle. Just to remind you, I have got a... I was going to destroy the Australians. Like my shirt. Well then, Newcastle Jets, just where I wanted to go. Yeah, Newcastle, welcome in everyone. We've got to go through everything all over again. Right. Play counter-attacking football. Really? Okay. Set pieces, direct. Oh, they want us to go proper shite house here, don't they? Direct counter-attacking football. Right. This is... Players are currently unhappy. Ruby, what's up with you? I need coaches so I can figure out my players again. That's right. And... yeah, me neither, bro. Me neither. Oh, this is hilarious. Oh, good God, this is so funny. I had to change the stream title so badly. Alright. The rebuild begins. Part 2. Let me just change the team name. This is going to confuse the heck out of people who weren't here. Yeah, we'll do this. Yeah, right. We'll change it on Twitch. The rebuild begins part 2. Yeah, I didn't see it coming either, Alex. Jeez. I didn't even think of that. Right. Oh, this is going to be the least amount of time gone through in game in one stream, with the most having happened. Right. We need to... What do we need to do? We need to figure out our squad. We've got no money at all here, like in a worse way. So I can kind of see why some players are transfer listed, but we can't actually see how good they are yet. So I feel like McCartney's probably not worth listing apart from the whole financial situation. What was our expectation actually here in terms of where we finish? Same, we reach the finals and still be competitive. Right, okay. And my profile is that now. And if I check my badges, we're studying for a National B. I'm such a badge slut. Okay. At least our shortlist would have carried over. I suppose that's the good thing. Wonder if any of the... I mean, some of these players actually want to come here, so that's quite nice. Right. Well, let's clear the position. I mean, based on some of this stuff, I think some of the players that we are actually a bit better here, but we don't know a lot yet. So we need to sort out staff. What have we got? Staff. Wow, I've just seen. Shouldn't be concerned about that, should I, really? Those 3 games. Because, you know, opposition. But they've already been into their pre-season, so that's good to see. They beat Maitland and Warners Bay. We've got a couple of weeks until our next one. We've got 5 more friendlies. That is going to be a clash on the 9th of November, to say the least. But, right, we've got 5 friendlies. That seems fine. We could probably squeeze a few more in. So we've got the 14th of September. We've got 10 days to figure out what we're doing here. I need to save game as freaking RTR free, because so if anyone wants to carry on with Wellington Phoenix, check the sub-only Discord later. I'll upload a file, or tomorrow morning, one or the other. Wow, this I mean, to be fair, that could be a YouTube video. Now I haven't managed a game with that team I just went to. Do you watch NRL? Yeah, when there's no rugby on, when there's no rugby union on. But yeah, I follow it. Not as much as rugby union, but I do follow the NRL. Right, let's sort out staff if we can. So we hopefully can afford staff here. Head of youth development is first on the block. Right. Is this not going to work again? Okay. So how about no is not employed? Right, that doesn't work. Okay, we might... I went forward a couple of clicks yesterday and it started working. So we might have to do that again, but we can put ads out. So we might do that in that case. There's a silly thing on this year's game which doesn't work how it should. So let's just start placing adverts for an ass man, head of youth development. We'll go with just a goalkeeping coach and a fitness coach for now. This is essentially a complete replay of what we did yesterday, by the way, people. Head performance analyst and a performance analyst. We might be able to do it ourselves at some stage, but at the moment, the filters don't work, and it does that when you join a new club. Chief scout, we need a normal scout. Yes, we've got one scout, that's good. A recruitment analyst, and just sports scientists, apparently. Okay. Oh yeah, right, we'll get through all this. This is madness, this. Right. If I look at our squad, what am I thinking here with what we've got? We have not really got wingbacks or fullbacks. I can't see their best position and role. We need staff. Okay. Let's go forward a bit more. Right, Newey, just outside Sydney, for those wondering. Like Benny, who thought that, Newcastle was in New Zealand earlier, have access. A number of people, perhaps most notably Sydney's Alex Smith, have expressed their surprise at your appointment. Do you expect to be able to look? I believe I'm the right person for the job. I understand why he's a bit confused, because snap. Right, now if I dush that and dush. Is this working yet? Clear all. If we do assistant manager, South Island area. I don't think I'll go. I'll be blimmin' tempted to, just because of the new stadium down in Christchurch, but I'm off to South Korea in April, so I need to save my money for that. But yeah, I will probably at some stage be putting that on the bucket list. This still doesn't work properly, I can tell, so that's not helping at all. Oh wait, hold on. It's still not working. There's no way that Chelsea frickin'. I mean, Pep Linders doesn't want to come here, does he? No, so this filter does not work at all. So we'll just continue until we get staffing. But yeah, I wouldn't mind. I did go to one pre-season game and one on the Gold Coast way back when, an actual NRL game. The Gold Coast game was really good. The pre-season game, which was played in my hometown, was utter trash to watch, but it's probably because it was pre-season and the teams didn't really care. Right. Introduction. Yes, I was trying to say I did listen. I'm a bit confused myself. Right. Yes. We don't need the induction, I think. Or that. I need to do this. Okay. I need to set up a tactic without knowing my players. I should have saved what I had over at the Knicks probably, but hey. I mean, I like a 4-2-3-1. We'll just do this because it's what I've been using, and then I can kind of just copy and paste Manjung into this. Yeah. We'll do that for the moment. We should be able to get a set piece coach and who can sort this all out. So I think we went near post and swinger, so we'll do a far post and swinger. Yeah, Warriors. I do really, I do have a soft spot for the Storm because my favourite Aussie city is Melbourne by quite a margin. So that's, but yeah, they are a little bit cheaty sometimes, the Storm. So yeah, the Warriors. Meet the players. Yes, this could gonna look wild on. Yeah, how does this read now? Okay. Yeah, I had a brief spell in charge of Wellington between July and September. 2 months, if that. Oh dear. Right. Let's meet our squad. It looks a bit lighter than what we had at Wellington. I'm proud to be here at the Jets. It's great to have you here, and I think we're all looking forward to hearing your real energy and passion, fun, attacking, although apparently you guys don't like that. Shaun Clough Belichick stop leads. It could be. Okay, good. The main thing, that and yeah, they've warmed to me. They're like a house on fire. We've only got 16 players. Problem is, I'm not able to really check if they're good players yet. No, the reserves. Let me hit the reserves. Thank you. Wow. Okay, yeah. We should be able to call up some people from this team, to be fair, so that's gonna be of use. That's a lot of players down there. Right. Yeah, I went to one on the Gold Coast. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, do I see that? Oh, no, I saw that the wrong way around. I already answered that one. But yeah, easy. Geez, easy. Could very well be. Right. Well, I mean, I've still got that perf application in. Just, I don't want to mention it too much, but if we look at the managerial vacancies, I have still applied for perf. I can't withdraw my interest either, and we've already interviewed for that, because we interviewed for that before the Wellington job. Like, the fact that can happen is mental. Okay, is this one of our players? No, I mean, she might have come here, annoyingly. These are free agents out of New Zealand that I was trying to get to the Knicks. Right, let's meet the media. This is going to be fun, isn't it? Ella, you do not look like an Ella, but I'll trust that that's your name. Chris, okay. Previous job, you chose to resign from your post at Wellington. Any regrets? I don't think it's appropriate to discuss that. Jeez. You arrived at the club as a replacement for Paul Martin, unable to bring success at the number 2 sports ground. That's a wonderful, what an intimidating name for a ground. Do you feel you're the right person to take Newcastle to the next level? I hope so. This club deserves success. What made you sure this was the right job? They have money, and Wellington don't. Where's that? Additional actions? Okay. I knew I had the jump if the chance came my way. That year, geez, I tell you what, more clubs than freaking Tiger Woods. Have you introduced yourself to the squad yet, or do you have any thoughts in general about a group of players you inherit? Only very briefly. Will you be looking to change the squad? I don't know yet. What do you know about the Newcastle Jets fans? They're great, at least from what I've seen of the men's team fans. What are your thoughts about the long-term potential? Well, we can win a Champions League here, so it's better than Wellington. Thank you, Ella. Maybe grow your hair out a bit. Maybe. Right. Let's go forward. Yeah, cool. Can we... Is this going to work yet? Just clear all. Staff interest, first team. It still doesn't really work properly, does it? I don't think Anna Slot's interested in working for me. No, yeah. As hilarious as that would be. Well, we'll see what the applications bring in. Hopefully, we'll be able to get on top of that better than we were at the Knicks with staff, because, yeah, and also we need to I actually want to load in my tactic from Manjung because I did save it. So let's try this. Load, Manjung, load. And if we do a pick without restriction, best 11, that's what we've got without really knowing too much about them. And Sullivan, yeah, that might actually work on here. Okay. Ruby Sullivan, and we've got Crutwell, okay. And Sikta, Olivia Sikta, De Oliveira up top. Looks all right. Talon Heneka. At least I turned off attribute masking because, geez, that would have been a nightmare. Naomi. Well, she's quite well rounded with the attributes, so that's nice. Yeah, okay, I think we've got something to work with here. I think we do, but obviously it's a bit hard to tell currently. So, yeah, we've got 8 days till our first friendly, and I really want to know. Well, I need a staff member in here so I can actually see. Oh, are we surprised they won? Yeah, a little bit, Newcastle, in the men's side. With the Australian Cup. Yeah, I was definitely a bit surprised about that. I thought Auckland were going to go all the way once they got going deep in there, but then they lost to the same team that knocked Wellington out. So, yeah, that was a bit of a surprise there, but yeah. So I'm still trying to get my head around exactly what's happening. For lack of a better term. Right. Don't say my streams are boring. Goodness me. Right. So let's get some people in, hopefully, so I can see how good our squad is. Tight calf, that is fine. I should probably go onto this sort of, if I can't really do much without anything at the moment, can I? But general rehab. Benny, congrats on the Central Coast Mariners. No, I'm not going there. Although I do, that is the best stadium in all of football. Have you guys? You guys do know the stadium I'm referencing there. Like, I'm not even taking the mickey. It is the best stadium in world football, bar none. It is amazing. All the football, yeah, okay, it might be a stretch, but in Australasian football, we might go with. Do CCM players Polytech? I don't think so, but I'm not 100% sure. Right, let me just bring it up on Google, and also I'll decline that. Under 20 World Cup, Australia have lost with. Okay, so we've got a couple of. Hold on. Sorry, just nearly pick up my way to another club. Well, I've just noticed there too. Oh, set piece weapon alert. 20 jumping reach. And she's big. Like, for a female player, like our centre backs at the Knicks were like 1.6 meters, 1.7 at a stretch. She's a tall unit, so she's definitely going to be quite handy to have. Get her on a proper contract, as long as we figure out what she actually can become. Yeah, for women's football in particular, like if I can go back to Wellington, I love how this is still showing that I'm managing Wellington. Like down here. Oh, let me just show you. So you guys can see that, right? It's telling me I'm still managing Wellington. I'm not. It's hilarious. Right, so if we go back and check out the squad that we were putting together, I mean 1.79, I mean, okay, so it's not as big a deal as I thought it was, maybe. 1.69 though is one of our other centre backs. That is quite a bit taller that we've got here. So yeah, that's quite handy with Carcassi. That is quite nice. Right. Oh, you're going to the stadium in February. Look, it's more of a meme thing, to be honest, but it is quite beautiful. Let me find it. Central Coast Mariners Stadium. Is it still Master Foods Arena or something? What is it? The Polytech Stadium. Oh yeah, Polytech. Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah, Polytech Stadium. They've changed the name of it. Right. If I can bring this image up and like, where's a good image of it? Like a proper big image of it. Let's switch over here to Chrome. So if I is this locked? It is not. Okay. So that's a stadium there. It's quite picturesque, is what I'd say. And if we can we zoom in on this more? I don't know if we can. No, I'll butcher that a bit. Okay. Right, here we go. There are a couple usually of master food bottles down there. There's a mustard, a barbecue sauce, and a tomato sauce, and they are just brilliant. Like, that is the best thing ever at a stadium. Do they kick balls into the bay? Probably. Depends if like Harry Kane's taking a penalty there or not. But I think they probably would by accident. But yeah, it is a lovely stadium. But yeah, it's probably the best one in Australasia for on the aesthetics. I'm not too sure about the actual like beveragey stuff. Yeah, Timo Werner. Who else? I was going to say Isaac. That's probably a bit harsh, isn't it? After what happened to IRL. He did score a goal when he was getting injured. Right, expectations. Yeah, we want to make the finals. I want to reach the finals. Yes, brilliant. That's it. We've got them on our side. That's a good start. Right. Now, I still can't really see how good these players are, can I? Is Staff Search working properly yet? It might be. It might be. Okay. Actually, no. Now I say that, it's not, is it? Clear all and just staff interest. I wish this worked. It just doesn't. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay, we're gonna have to do the old-fashioned way. Which is a shame because I actually quite like to get my staff in ASAP here before I play this friendly, so I'm not just playing a complete guessing game as to what we're good at. On my Spotify Wrapped, I've got a band, so it's not really a outside of listening to my own music to get my streams up. There was a fair bit of Benson Boone, thanks to the wife. A band called Def Havana, who are a UK band. And I'm quite into my English music, so like Busted and McFly are good old regulars I go back to. Benson Boone and Sam Fender, probably the more recent stuff that's come out on the list. Case in point. Yeah. But I decided to filter out my own stuff because that's cheating. But, you know, the game's the game. Bezel Snap Up Afakame. So we've got these friendlies coming. To be fair, at least we've got more teams that we can play in friendlies over here compared to Wellington, where there was like 2 teams in our reserves every week, every chance. It's kind of Chelsea and Spurs coming to Oz. Yes, that's going to be interesting. Yeah, obviously they pumped the Newcastle Jet woman. No, in all seriousness, that's going to be quite fun. It's sort of, what do I call it? It's kind of described in our promo like if Linkin Park and Imagine Dragons had a baby. So we're in that sort of rocky pop area. Okay, we're getting some staff and that's good. Even if it is just for the reserve team. Right, 2-all draw. Who they play? I can't tell. Awesome. Previous fixtures. No, okay. It's a really useful screen. How are the Aussies getting on? 4 points. Okay, that's good. How are New Zealand doing? Not very well. Okay. Interesting. Right. So in this kind of holding pattern again now. We're not going to progress much before Christmas in terms of actually what we're doing. Beasley. So that's the guy. That's not the... it does pop up occasionally on my playlist. I will say that. There is the odd little song in there that, you know, sneaks on stream sometimes. Right, Cameron Beasley's coming. Does that mean now I can actually see how good my players are? No, of course not. That would be far too easy because you are a reserve goalkeeper. What if we do the... I'm looking for something. I don't know. What is it? This? No, we still need first team staff. So that's a shame. Okay, Cratwell injured us. So we're in this weird pattern right now, just like yesterday. I can't really tell you if these people getting injured are good or not. Because we don't know a lot about them, apart from the centre back who's at the Under-20 World Cup and looks immense. And we're about to play a game as well. We're going to find out really quickly if what we're doing's clever or not with our tactic here. It's impossible to know. And advice with selection. Sure, we will do that because I don't know anything else about these players, although I don't think the injured player playing is the greatest idea, but hopefully nice and fit will get you out of the position. You can go into there. Let's actually pick a team. That's probably a good idea. No, not you. You're injured. Not you. You're on international duty. We are a bit light here, aren't we? There and the listed goalkeeper who probably shouldn't be listed, but money. Also, I should really... I mean, it is a lot better. Let's be honest. That is a lot better than Wellington, even if it is still in debt. So I think we'll take that. Right. So, yeah, this is so hard to tell what we should be doing. Right, we need to get some staff in at some stage, but that... Hopefully people will respond to the advert soon. Even if we end up with the same situation at the Knicks where we had no real coaching staff, we at least had the other staff around. Oh, that's not encouraging. They played Brazil. That makes sense. Right. I need to make sure I'm not managing friendlies, I guess. Club. Because I'm not going to get a lot out of this, even with the whole... I mean, I've just come here, so it's probably wouldn't be the worst idea. Friendly matches, delegate. I legitimately can't delegate. Oh Lord, we're gonna have to manage this. Okay, we're gonna have to manage a friendly because we've got no staff. Love that, love that. How can we not? That's a bit frustrating. Okay, so we're gonna have to play a game here, and I've really got no idea about the players that we're using. It's gonna be an experience, this. I'll just say, this could go horrifically wrong if it does remember that we don't know a single thing about our players yet. So, bear that in mind if we get thumped here. Hopefully we won't, and we'll look like absolute geniuses. But I don't know the roles of my players. I don't know where their best positions are, apart from the obvious like that. Yeah. Sure, it's going to be fine, but anything I can think of here is if we try and see the familiarity and stuff, but I can't really tell from that. I can see that, yeah, you're not, so you don't like going back, that's fine. What about the left-hand side? Yeah, you can go back, so that's okay. And she can go back as well. So I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Let's see how this goes. Our first game in charge of women's football at our third club of the save, because we did not manage a game at the second club. Oh my days. What has the stream been? Address the team. Yeah, give me a headache. Even more so than what I've got, because I have no idea where you guys play. Dugout. Here we go. Broad Meadow Magic. We are playing. We can't skip this because we could have instant resulted actually. But you know what? It's been a couple of streams since we played a game. I'll tell you what, the official kits do look quite nice, don't they? We didn't have these at Manjung. The gold, the gold and blue of Nui. And here we go. Right, do we need to change any settings on here, or are we still pretty good? I think we're still pretty good. That's nice. Okay. Hopefully a really good display here. Of course, this tactic could just not work at all, because I have heard that the men's tactics, well, the men's game and women's game play completely different. So we'll see how this goes, but surely, well, it's a team of nobodies, so we should be winning. Just see how we get on here because of the whole... There's a few factors that are meaning this is a bit hard to get a line on. De Oliveira with a wonderful bit of individual work, and Leah de Oliveira has scored a goal. Oh, that's encouraging signs, even if she probably should have not kept the ball here. Somehow did not nutmeg that player there, because really looked like it was going to happen multiple times. No, not a single nutmeg. But we take a 1-0 lead with our first attack, so that's encouraging, if nothing else. Right, I suppose we praise. I mean, if we look good here, you wait till I actually know what my players like doing, because then we're going to be really good. He says hopefully. Migliazzi, at least we can learn player names here. Voizy Yildrin, or Yildon, in there. Oh, Milosavljevic. That's going to be a mouthful. She scores. We go 2-0 up. Milosavljevic. The ginger. The ginger. She's got the ginger-looking ponytail. Ginger has scored for us. We go 2-0 up. Love. Great stuff. Great stuff. Okay, here we go. Oh, look, this is nice. This is nice football here. The Phoenix at the moment are wondering, are just crying about what they could have had. Voicey Yulden. Is she gonna cross it again? No, it's the same goal. It's the same goal. Durdina makes it 2 for herself, 3-0 inside 20 minutes. Good stuff, good stuff. Very handy player, that one. Just the way she's looking on the right-hand side. Good with the ball of feet. So those two are performing very well. Those free and behind the striker having very good games. As is Gola, with an assist as well. So might be worth keeping an eye on that. Couple of sort of roles maybe that we can lock in. Okay, Voisey Yulden again is creating. This time goes out to De Oliveira, who can really finish from a tight angle. Tell you what, world beaters this team. 6th best team in the A-League, more like the best. Hello. I'll just finish this game. No one come out? Yeah, fair. It's been very interesting today. I was at a club for 2 months. I did not manage a single game. And then another club came in for me and I left the club because their finances were a lot better. Yeah, no, that's been mental. I'll see you soon. Right, this is going to be last. Well, it's the only game of today's stream. It's going to be the last one. I did warn it might be a shorter stream today, guys. Dylan, welcome in. You've missed some stuff today. Let me tell you. I hope you're doing well, man. We were at a club for 2 months and we left that club because an application we put in when back at our first club at the Save, they finally did the interviews for it. And this club's not in £1 million of debt. So, you know, and they were going to give us a coaching badge, and the chat bullied me. So we've done a Bill Belichick, and we've made a move from the Wellington Phoenix to Newcastle, which makes it worse because, of course, I am a New Zealander. So just, you know, normal stream things today. How are you doing, Dylan? And we are managing a friendly because we've got no staff yet. That's the other thing. Because the filters don't work for searching for staff. So it's all very interesting at the moment. But we're looking good. We've got a 4-0 lead. Albeit against a bunch of local... what are the miners? Newcastle is mining? How many jobs since the job I was here for? 2. But we didn't manage a single competitive game at one of those jobs. So, you know, I mean, we're going good. This Manjung tactics plugged in quite nicely. We're doing a lot better than the other A-League teams are doing in their friendlies. I mean, the Phoenix 2-0 up, the team that we left. So, you know, we're doing better than they are. And I dare say that Broadmeadow Magic are going to be a bit better than the Wellington. Oh, it's the reserves. So maybe that's actually not too bad for those guys. Right, do we need to take anyone off here? Great, off work 3 days now. Lovely. I'm on my 2nd day of my 2-week holiday now, so it's quite nice and relaxed, isn't it? Right, everyone out there's fit, which is good. We sort of weird. We need staff to come in because we don't know how good our players are yet. But I can't not manage this unless I hit instant result. But I'm going to be leaving straight after this, so we may as well watch it. Migliazzi starts to go forward, nothing doing. There are going to be some very confused people for the next stream, aren't there? The comments are going to be just an absolute shite show, I imagine. The people who watch on delay have no idea what they've missed. Okay, Goller's getting a bit tired. We've just slackened off here a little bit. We'll try Sullivan in that. I've no idea if they'll be good at it. We could try here. Oh, actually, we should really build a tactic based around what the club wants, eh? Because they do want counter-attacking football. Although this is kind of counter-attacking. We might be okay. They do like direct though, and we play much shorter passing. We'll see how we go. We can switch back. This is some nice football. This, oh, it's off the post. That was nice. Right, let's. It's a friendly. We can take players off. Yeah, you can go there, Buchanan. Who else is tired? Milosevic on a hat trick. Do we take the player on a hat trick off? Probably not. Actually, it's a friendly. They won't care. We'll do that, and probably should go attacking against a team like this the way we're playing. Praise. No goals in the second half, which is a bit disappointing. Sewards. Skuriagi. It sounds like the same last name as one of our Phoenix players. Oh, this is a bit soft. No one's come out to try and claim that. Oh, that's interesting goalkeeping. Punch clear. Leo Coppolis. That's come off the post. Balaguinte's there to tidy it up. It is our, I guess, backup. But the first choice is listed from before we got here. Are we gonna? Oh, that's some very interesting defense there at the back from Broadmeadows. But Catley's got it. He's gonna pump it out right. Jumping not great there. We are still missing that absolute giant at the Under-20 World Cup for the women. Ferris, De Oliveira starts to go forward. Chance magnet she's been, loves to create. Now Voisey Yulden, just the same. What's she going to do? Plays it back to Kennelly. No one home. Sullivan. O'Donoghue. Coots. Oh, that's an assist. I like the look of that Voisey Yulden. Looks a player. And Migliazza's got a goal. He probably can take her off now. But there's some lovely little touches amongst this. O'Donoghue, Coots. Little outside the foot pass. This here is wonderful. That right winger, baller. If she hasn't got 4-star current ability, something's wrong. Been creating all sorts today. Right, who else? Let's get looked measure on. Namey for that baller out right on the 10. We can get Talon Henniker out left. And Caro for Kennelly. Let's get pretty much everyone some game time here, except the goalkeepers. But yeah, Voisey Yulden with the 4 assists. Player to watch, I think, in this Newcastle Jet team. But yeah, so I'll probably try and sort a little bit out off camera before we come back for next stream, which I'm pretty sure is tomorrow. I will double check and let you guys know, but I think we're on tomorrow because it's my usual time. The table, Wellington only won 3-0. We've made a great move coming to Newcastle. A win and a good performance, they'll get them on our side. Whoa, that was orange. That was really orange, Broadmeadow. It was at your stadium. The game is so confused, I think, because of what's gone on in today's stream. So if you're a sub, I'll put the save file of before we left Wellington in the... For 2 days in a row, you guys are getting save files at different clubs. That's going to be interesting. But yeah, that was a stream. We moved clubs again because that's just how we roll. Money, it was because of money, and we're starting for a national B. And that was one. Couldn't have planned for that if I tried. Yes, I'll do a little bit off camera if I can, but I am aware that it's probably put us back a little bit in terms of starting the season, because we had our squad at Wellington pretty well sorted with a lack of transfer budget and wage. Now we're here, we haven't got any wage budget, but we could do some transfers, maybe more so, because I think the finances here are a bit better, but we'll see. And we're obviously going to learn a bit more about our players when some coaches come in. So I'll try and get to the point where staff start coming in, and then we can actually look a bit deeper into the squad, make our way through the rest of pre-season, and who knows, we might actually play a competitive game, but we'll see how things go, these transfers that we could do. So thanks for coming in today. Anyone who was in the chat, greatly appreciate your work, especially those of you who suggested I leave, all of the people who were here at the time, who said that we leave Wellington for Newcastle. That's not going to affect any friendships I have in New Zealand at all. I'm going to be fine. No one's going to try and shoot me later or anything like that. I mean, hopefully they won't. It's New Zealand. It's not, well, I was going to say it's not really a New Zealand thing, but yeah, it has happened in the past. Right, let's try and find someone to raid. If you're on YouTube, I'll see you probably tomorrow. I'll let you know if it's not tomorrow, but yeah, likely tomorrow. And yeah, we'll sort out this Newcastle team, not Wellington. Is that awkward? A little bit. I'll see you tomorrow, YouTube.